and welcome to a special episode where we go to a secret location somewhere that's not quite nearby but isn't nearby.
About 4 hours away.
Yeah. To see some secret things that's coming out this year. New stuff in the motorbike world. Can't really say anything else. Can't say where the location is.
Nope.
Can't say when it was.
Nope.
Can't say why or who was there.
Nope.
We can say who was there.
We were there.
We were there. And other people and some bikes. So, roll the video and watch. But close your eyes.
Because it's secret.
It is. So, to start with, we have the Artisan Evo Volt Electric.
We do. This is quite a nice offering. It's very much in line with like the little WK Colt and the TNT from Benelli. A small kind of scooter-sized
Absolutely.
motorbike.
Yes. Now, these come in two different battery forms. You've got the 30 amp hour battery and the 40 amp hour battery.
Yeah, I suppose you'll get a bit more acceleration from the bigger battery, but you'll also get a slightly more range with a higher capacity battery.
Yes, now that range is for the 30 amp hour battery, you've got a top speed of 80 kph. So it's 80 kilometers an hour, and the consumption is 90 kilometers at a speed of 45 kilometers an hour.
What is kilometers an hour? 45?
It's 30.
So 30 mile an hour, you can go for 90 kilometers, which is...
That's 60 miles.
That's not bad.
That's pretty good. However, it's not quite the same for the 40 amp hour, is it?
No. You can have a top speed of 100 kilometers an hour on that one, which is 60 miles an hour or thereabouts. But the range remains the same, believe it or not. 45 kilometers per hour, you can have 90 kilometers.
Yeah, so that extra battery power basically means more
Slightly
speed.
More top speed.
Yeah, and of course the best thing about this is the zero emissions.
Yes.
Which means no tax.
Yeah. Not strictly true though, is it?
Oh, okay, well no, but anyway, let's move on.
Yes.
Oh, it's Euro 4 compatible.
Oh yeah, of course.
Oh, let's quickly run through some measurements. You've got length of 1,910 millimeters.
Yeah, a width of 710, a height of 1,120 millimeters. It weighs a whopping 85 kilograms, which is actually reasonable for that size of bike.
It is
really
pretty
light or
good.
heavy. It's about being in the middle there, really.
Yeah, you've got disc brakes front and rear. You've got 12-inch rims on a 130 tyre.
And of course, that great-looking ladder frame chassis thing.
The big thing, though, is the charge time. On a 13-amp socket, it takes 6 to 8 hours. That's not bad.
No, it's not too bad, is it?
No, with 3-speed selections. So,
yeah.
Yeah, right, let's move on.
Yes. So the next thing on the list is the Super SOCO. Now, I was quite impressed with this. As we walked in the entrance, there was one of these on display.
There was.
Instantly caught our eye, didn't it?
Absolutely. It's another electric bike,
Yeah.
but this one is a bit more funky. It looks more like a motorbike, albeit with thin wheels.
A very classic motorbike too. It looked nice.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a Mondial look about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now with these, they come with two different battery options. You've either got one battery, which gives you up to 40-mile range, or two batteries, which gives you, funny enough, 80-mile range.
It's clever, that.
Yeah. Now, despite their looks, they do have a restricted maximum speed of 28 miles an hour.
That's all to do with how it was classified as a motorcycle when they did the type approval. It can be de-restricted, and I believe it will do about 45.
Yes. Now, they do these in two different ranges. You've got the TS, which is a 1,900 watt bike, or the TC, which is a 3,000 watt bike. Slight differences is the TS has 7 to 8 hour charging rate, and TC 6 to 7 hours, and the weight is the TC is 84 kilos over the TS, which is only 78 kilos. Now I sat on one of these and it felt like a proper bike, but it just, I don't know, something that looks like that to me, you probably expect to go a bit faster.
Yeah. There was a TV display they had running because they couldn't get the bike there because it was in Belgium apparently at another show. Can't remember what it was called, sorry to be useless. But that one is supposed to be the equivalent of a 125, so therefore you're going to see a top speed of 65-ish.
Yeah, and that's going to be worth going for, I think.
Yeah, I think that would be the one to go for. And it looked nice as well. And the nice thing about that other one as well is that the motor was built into the body rather than into the wheel, so it looked more like a proper bike with a belt drive.
Yeah, it does make a big difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, aesthetics is what I think a lot of scooters have been missing out on.
Yes.
Or electric bikes, should I say. See, I automatically fell into the word scooter because that's what they look like.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Now, prices for these are going to be around £2,500 upwards.
Yeah, in region of, yeah.
Yeah, about £2,400 going to be your entry level price, and then the 125 we're waiting for details on that.
Yes.
So next we have the Lifan Eco Bike. Now again, another electric scooter, but to me it looks a bit...
electric bikey.
Yeah, definitely. Lifan have taken this on board. Now they do have the green, which is awesome colour, and the yellow, which is again an awesome colour.
But the blue and the white are a bit dreary, aren't they?
They are a bit. We have the blue in our shop at the moment, but they're looking to change that with this.
Yes, they've hydro-dipped it, and it looks amazing.
And it's not going to add a lot to the price, but we're going to be looking at doing these in our shop too, so watch out for those.
Yes. So next up is a selection of clothing from Oxford. We'll just have a little run through with some pictures. We're not going to talk about everything. AR Motorcycles do currently stock Oxford gear, if you like. So anything you see there, we can get it, or we've got it.
Cue the music. So next up we have the Zontes 310. Now we're pretty excited about these.
These are pretty special.
Zontes, again, they do the 125s already, but these are a different breed altogether. They've really gone all out on the technology of this.
They've pushed it up a bit as well, because this is not a 125, this is a 310.
Absolutely. Now, we can't tell you a huge amount about these at the moment because we are going on a technical day to find out lots of information and test ride them, and we've got reviews of these coming up in future videos.
But what we can tell you is, first of all, they are keyless, so you don't need to put a key in anything. There's no key for the steering lock, no key for the ignition. Super duper, I like that.
Yes, the steering is electronic. What you also notice in some of these pictures is that it has a dashboard like a tablet.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I like that.
And one of the other big things is it doesn't use a conventional battery.
No, so you can get rid of your bulky battery, and it's got a lovely little lithium thing underneath the seat.
These are awesome. They are great to sit on. They're great to look at. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these.
I'm itching to know what they sound like.
Oh, yes.
I bet they sound good with that exhaust.
Oh, yes. Right, move on quick.
Yes, let's go. Oh, there's 3 models, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
We do know that.
Yes, we've got the blue one, the orange one, and the black one.
Yeah. One is like a terrain style, one is a sport naked one, and one is a sport not naked one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah. Okay, coming up next is a selection of helmets. Again, these are from Oxford, HJC. Now, you might notice right at the beginning there was the Lightning McQueen helmet. Now, I was a bit naughty and I treated myself to one of these. Don't look at the price. But, yeah, love it. Had to have it. So, there you go.
They have a Jackson Storm one as well.
They do a Jackson Storm one. That's new. Slightly more expensive than this as well. But we've got new range, the CS15. We're stocking those in the shop at AR's now. And you can see they've got the retro style helmets for the scooters, the sort of cafe racers, and those that like Star Wars.
Sounds good.
Also, you'll notice at the end of this video, very quickly, is a company called Tattoo. Now, what they do is they can have any design that you like put on the side of a helmet.
And that is literally anything.
So watch out for Motors for the Masses helmets coming to a store near you soon.
Possibly, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
We might just keep them exclusive to us and
Absolutely.
go away.
And maybe a prize for someone.
Yeah, possibly. That'd be nice.
Absolutely.
Get something custom put on there.
Right, next.
So the next thing on our list is this Motorini Box 125, and it's a proper nice little cruiser. Well, it's not little at all. It's huge.
It's I can see where it gets its name from. It's definitely boxy.
Yeah, it's very angular.
I
isn't it?
love it.
Yeah, it's quite reminiscent of a big American cruiser.
Now this is something that's quite similar to, shall we say, the Regal Raptor or the AJS Daytona, in the fact that it has a twin.
Yes.
Yes, I don't mean a twin as in another one that looks like it.
No.
It's a twin one. It's a twin. Lots of twin stuff.
It's a twin engine on it.
Well, it's not twin engine. There's only one engine.
There's twin cylinders.
There you go.
There you go.
And it's got twin exhausts and twin indicators and twin
discs
handlebars and twin discs on the front. Yeah. Indeed, it has.
It's nice.
It is very nice. Looking forward to getting hold of one of these as well. And the price comes in just under a smidgen, as in 1p, under £2,700.
It's not bad.
I like that.
Not bad at all. Here we have another offering from Oxford. If you're into the retro stuff, there's some nice jeans, there's the hoodie style tops with the armour in, what else was there, jackets as well. There's just a nice selection of suitable clothing for retro riding.
Yeah, obviously everyone needs boots, but if you fancy something a bit different and a bit more retro, you've got these Oxford Digsby boots, which I have a pair of actually, and I love them. And these gloves, which I shall be partaking in, because I don't have any of those. I've just got some normal standard gloves, but I love these retro ones. Awesome for cafe racering.
Cafe racering.
It's a thing.
Yeah, it is now. So the next thing we encountered on the stands that we wandered around is this Motorini SXI 125, which is really funky looking. I quite like it.
It is. Now, again, it's a 125 scooter, but the best thing about it is it's only £1,549 or something like that.
Plus on the road, I would imagine.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a really good price for a funky looking, new to the market scooter. So next we have the or the UM.
Oh, I like It's funny.
Yes, the Renegade Vegas edition.
What
This
a bike.
Is awesome. It's got that Harley-esque look about it.
It just oozes awesome. I love it.
Yes, it's a 125, but look at it. It's got a 140 back tyre. It's liquid cooled. It's got that massive exhaust on the side.
Yeah, it looks like a JATO or jet assisted takeoff if you don't know what that is. And if you are the shorter person, shorter legs maybe, the seat height of only 750mm is brilliant.
I know, and it's got a USB in the headlight unit. I love that.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Price-wise, comes in a smidgen under 2,800.
On the road?
No, plus on the road cost.
Yeah, it's a plus on the road, so
Yeah.
just under £3,000 on the road. That's pretty good.
But obviously part of the Lexmoto group. They're selling it. I can't wait to get my hands on one of these.
It looks great, doesn't it?
It has been out for a little while now, but just love it. Absolutely fantastic looking bike. I just want to point out at this stage that we're being a bit selective on the information we're giving, simply because we want to review these in greater detail at a later date in reviews.
Next up is the Lexmoto Venom. I quite like this. It's just a sports bike and it looks nice. It's just what it is.
Yes, a naked sport, isn't it? It's a bit, yeah, it's quite funky, but it has a unique feature, doesn't it?
It does indeed have a unique feature. This one has Bluetooth connectivity, so you can connect your phone to it and play music, but the speakers, brilliantly, are concealed into the side panels where the fuel tank is. And apparently you can hear it up to 50 miles an hour.
That's awesome. You can ride along listening to music, just like you can in a car.
Well, what?
And then so can everyone else.
Yeah, as I say, everyone else can hear music as well. Which unfortunately is one of the things in life that annoys me, is children on push bikes or walking down the street with speakers blaring.
Right. But it's aimed towards that market. So, you know...
Yeah.
It's footloose all over again.
Yeah, and it's less annoying because they're going to pass faster.
Anyway, next, yeah, this is available in two different colours. You've got black and grey, or the silver and red.
Yes. And
price is smidgen under £1,800 plus on the road costs. And then next you have a very similar bike, also by Lexmoto, and that is the Viper. Again, has the same feature with the speakers in the side. The difference is the price comes in at just £1,899. Available in 3 different colours, blue, green or red. Now these tend to be pretty much all the same. They weigh around 140 kilos. They have a 130 back tyre. They're air cooled and you've got about 10 or 11 brake horsepower. So
for this one, did this one have fairing rather than?
A little bit more fairing. Yeah. It's more of a naked street fightery, scramblery-ish sort of bike, I think. But yeah, they're awesome starter bikes. Absolutely awesome. Next up we have the Lexmoto LXR. Now this is quite a buzz in the 125 motorbike arena. Simply because it's an awesome looking sports bike. It's big, it weighs about the same as the Hyosung GTR 125, around 165-ish kilos, but it has a massive 150 back tyre, again, like the Hyosung GTR. Difference is, it's liquid cooled, this one.
That's good.
It is, but it's a fantastic price.
Not including on-road prices, sorry, so you have to add that on. That's £2,200 or just a tiny, teeny bit under.
Yeah, that's a really good price.
That is actually really good. It comes in 2 colours. There's a black and red or a, what's that, blue and silver?
Yep.
Yeah.
I love that. The price, I'm astounded by, really.
That is a good price for a liquid cooled 125, as nice as that.
Absolutely. So next we have something a little bit exciting from Lexmoto. It's the LXR 380. Now this is a prototype. It's still in development, but here's a sneak peek.
And another sneak peek from Lexmoto. It's the Vendetta 250, and look at it. It's a brat style scrambler awesomeness with a V-twin 250. Just look at it. So next we have a few more from Lexmoto. We don't have a great deal of detail. We're going to hold them back until we get some for review.
Cue the music. So next is a manufacturer that we are keen to get a few bikes to review. Now, first up is the Herald Maverick. It's very reminiscent of the Bullit Hero.
Very reminiscent, yes.
Yes. Not many details coming on that at the moment because there'll be more details coming later.
Indeed.
But what we can tell you is that it has a 12-litre fuel tank, just under 10 horsepower, weighs just 120 kilos and has a 885mm seat height. So very much like the Hero.
Yes. It also comes in 4 colours, unlike the Hero, and is priced at £2,650 plus on the road costs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Next up is the Herald Mirage 125, and at first glance you may think, well, that looks like a Sinis Terrain. You'd be wrong, because it's not. It's very different. Up close, it's completely different. It has a 14-litre fuel tank, 800mm seat height, and it weighs in at just over 150 kilos. Power-wise, 9.5 to 10 horsepower. But that looks phenomenal. I love that. I love these 125 off-road adventure type bikes they're bringing out now. The price on that is going to be around £3,000 plus on the road costs.
Splendid. Looks like it comes in 3 colours as well.
Yeah, red, blue and black.
Excellent.
Woohoo! No, scratch that. It's actually just under £2,500. It's the 250 that they're bringing out, which is going to be around £3,000. And for a 250, that's really well priced.
I reckon that'd be a good bike as well, 250 on one of those.
I know, I want to get my hands on one of these, and I actually want to run it alongside a couple of other adventure bikes just to see how it compares.
Yes. Now, when we walked over to the Herald stand...
Excited!
Yeah, I gravitated directly to this bike. This is the Brat, and it looks awesome.
Even up close, it's even better. I mean, look at the exhaust pipes on it.
Yeah, it's just handcrafted awesomeness. I just love it.
Comes in 2 different colours. You've got military green or the copper. Whichever it is, I want one.
Yeah, copper for me, I think.
Yeah, well, if you go for the copper, I'll gladly have the military green.
Fair play.
Price on this is around £3,000 plus on the road costs.
That's pretty good.
But it has a 6-speed gearbox.
On a 125.
On a 125.
12.5 litre fuel tank.
Yep, 820mm seat height. It's like a modern version of the their Mirage, the sit up and beggy one.
What, the Hero?
Yeah, no, not the Hero. It's not called a Hero. The
other one.
The other one.
The one we just did.
Yeah, what was that?
I can't remember.
No, look back. Someone tell us. Tell us now. Whatever it is, I'm excited. Yeah. I love the look of this.
It looks nice, and it's going to come 250 as well, isn't it?
It is. 250 is going to be around £3,500.
Yeah, really nice.
But oh yes, want one. Really want one. But I want a Hero as well. There's so many bikes I want. Move on.
You want everything. You're going to have to get a big garage.
It's called a Maverick.
Yeah, it was the Maverick, not the Hero, the Maverick.
I look back.
It's the Herald Maverick.
Okay, up next we have one called the Brute 500, and it certainly is a brute. I mean, look at that.
That looks great.
That is phenomenal. Now, obviously this is not available yet, but the price is going to be around £6,500 plus on the road costs.
The nice thing about this one is it's British built.
Absolutely.
Not built in China.
No.
It's British built.
Not that being built in China is a problem these days.
But it's just nice to see something being made at home.
It is awesome. I love that headlight. And 6-speed manual, 43 horsepower.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's 500 size, isn't it? Yeah.
I just can't wait for it to arrive. Once it arrives, we shall have a look and hopefully get a test on that one.
I want to be all over these Heralds. I think they're great.
Absolutely. Yeah. Coming to a store very soon.
Our store.
Something that you know. Yeah, AR. Woohoo!
So if you fancy something a bit more serene and more classic, then you can have, well, the Herald Classic.
125.
Yeah.
Now this, price-wise, comes in at £2,300 plus on the road costs. Yeah, I like that. I really do. Also, though, if you wanted something a bit more powerful, they do a 400.
Ooh.
And that is this one here, look. Doo-doo, twin exhausts. I love the yoke on that. Look at that, look.
Mm.
That is phenomenal. That yoke is brilliant with those little red dials on it.
Oh, them dials are great.
That's fantastic. I tell you, I'm really keen to get my hands on Herald.
Yes.
Does that sound a bit weird? Move on. Right, coming up next, we have something that is currently a part of a French manufacturer called Bex, but it's being migrated over to AJS.
Yes, the Highway Star.
Again, 125, only available in black, but I can't see what other colour you would want. I mean, look at that, that's a monster.
It's a nice looking bike.
That is nice.
It's got lovely lights on it.
Yeah, approximately around 60 mile an hour. Now, they reckon that this will do 95 miles to the gallon.
Wow.
That is pretty impressive. Seat height of only 690 millimetres. It's fuel injection, of course, but it has a 19-litre fuel tank. That's huge. I mean, even the Hyosung GTR, which is a full-size bike, and it's a 17-litre fuel tank.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal. Price-wise, going to come in around £3 grand. Oh, I like that a lot.
That is a nice looking bike.
Yeah, 4-stroke, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
So next up, a bike that Mark and I both love, and this is no exception. This is a new iteration on the existing Hero. Just look
By
at
Bullit.
that. The Bullit Hero, yeah.
Yeah.
In the Golf colours, fully licensed and in limited numbers.
Only 200 Golf bikes. They've got the Hero and the Spirit you can see behind.
Yeah.
Also in the Golf colours they're going to be doing. The manufacturer we're dealing with has a very limited supply, and I've secured a couple of these already.
Marvellous.
Coming to ARs very, very soon.
These do differ a little bit. Obviously, one, they're licensed by Golf and they've got the Golf colours, and two, these ones come with a different tyre. These have got the Michelin tyre on there instead of the sort of square knobblies that the other one had.
Yeah, even though there's a 130 on the back, it looks like a 150. It's huge.
It does look big.
That's an impressive looking bike. Looking
Yeah.
forward to that. Also, Bullit have in development, we can't say too much about it at the moment, but there's a 50cc
Yes.
like this coming. There's a 300cc and a 450. Now, again, these are all in development. I've seen early pictures. I can't show you, and I can't talk about too much at the moment. But
So we can't talk about the engine that's on it.
no,
Oh,
I know.
that's awesome.
I know. Watch this space because that's coming. I'm excited about that. Very excited. Let's move away quick because
Yes.
I'm getting too excited.
Yeah. So next up then you can see we've got some third-party dashboard clusters, if you like. So if you're building a project or something, you can use one of these. There's also some aftermarket dials there, which are actually some really nice ones on that display there.
Yeah, this is something we're going to look into when it
Yeah.
comes to our bike builds. There's some very different designs and there's plenty of choice. So you've got digital or analog, loving them.
Yeah.
Also, we've got the camera. Now, this is a very similar camera to the one I've got on my hybrid Cafe Scrambler. As you can see by the picture there, it is brilliant quality.
And the sound wasn't bad either. I mean,
No.
it was windy because it was moving, but you could hear what it was.
Yeah, impressed. Very impressed. So next on our list, we have a long-awaited bike. Now, we've been asked a lot about this. This is the Hyosung Aquila 125. It's the new version. As you can see, it is an awesome-looking bike. Much, much nicer than the old one. Price comes in around £3.5 grand, and they're now supplied by Sinis. So this is something we should be getting our hands on, and we'll be doing a review on in the future. So watch this space.
Indeed. Next up, the new or newy or
New.
yeah, whatever. It's
New.
a strange name. Electric scooters. These things are quirky and have some power.
They do have some power.
Yes.
Yes.
We may look into these in the future.
Well,
we'll
the
see.
future is electric,
Yeah.
sadly. You know, I hate to admit it,
Yeah.
being
I mean-
a red-blooded V8 petrol head.
Yeah. But I think with little scooters and things, electric is definitely a good thing to do.
Well, yes, it is. And price-wise, they start at £1,699 and go up to just under £4 grand.
Which is okay,
Average for a
yeah.
scooter, yeah. Yeah, and some of these do 45 mile an hour.
Which is also pretty good.
Absolutely. Just want to touch on your quirky looks there. I raise your quirky to a minion.
The blue one, yeah. Yeah.
It is, it's Dave.
And I think that grey one, the back end of that looks like possibly something from an 80s Honda.
I reckon it's called the new Dave.
Dave. Like it. Yeah.
Next. So coming up next, we have another selection of items, gloves, helmets and jackets that will be available in our store, AR Motorcycles, very soon.
Cue the music.
there you go. That's it. Thank you very much for watching, and we hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you are as excited about what's coming as we are.
But more importantly, remember, it was a secret.
It was, so don't tell anyone.
No.
Just share the video, but don't tell anyone.
No.
But share it. Like and subscribe and all that.
Oh yeah, click
And
the bell.
click the bell.
Yeah.
But don't tell anyone.
And if that doesn't work, just pick it off and on again, apparently.
But keep it quiet to yourself.
Ah, stuff it. Just share it. Tell
Yeah.
everyone. Tell the world.
But what's coming soon? Well, coming soon is his Cortina.
Yay.
Absolutely, that's
Keep
coming.
saying that.
I know,
And
but it is. It really is. It's been very, very busy. We've also got visits to AJS. We've got visits to Sinis. We've got more on the Bobber build. That's coming very soon. We've got more on the hybrid. That's also coming soon. And we've got the engine going in the Mach 1. What else we got?
Oh, all sorts.
Loads of stuff. Absolutely.
We're gonna revisit the budget.
Well, yes, we've got the Budget Cafe Racer coming back with its second part of the modification.
Well, there's not going to be much to do with it, but it's just
Don't downplay it.
It's a revisit.
Whatever. Okay, well, there's more videos coming.
It's worth watching.
Absolutely. Once again, thank you to all our patrons. Really, really pleased with everybody that's signed up and is on board. Thank you very much. It's great to have you along for the ride. And everyone else, thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next video. So until next time, please ride and drive carefully.
But have fun.
Bye.
Bye.